Look at this beautiful place here in Long Island. It's 7 o'clock in the morning and I'm out here in this beautiful paradise of Republic of Palau here at Long Island. And see how pretty it is. You see all the boats passing by this morning. Beautiful place, isn't it? Look at the water, it's so clear. This is a place where you can just stay the whole day and just chill. And it's for free, only here in Koror. And most of the tourists that come here in Republic of Palau, they always come and visit and see this place. This is how amazing it is. You see all the fish. Beautiful day. Look at that. I'm so lucky this morning because it's not raining. It's such a beautiful day and so sunny. You see the school of fish right there? So nice. Blue skies, blue water. Hello everyone, welcome back on my channel. Today, I'm going to discuss about why Filipinos are leaving the island of Republic of Palau. This topic that I'm going to discuss to you guys are mainly based on my experience and some information that I gathered from my Filipino friends here in the Republic. And I'm going to share this topic with you guys today. So come and join me. There you go. Tourism is picking up. Everybody's going to Rock Island. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to this beautiful Long Island here in Koror. And today is a beautiful day. It's been raining for 2 days, but today it's so sunny, so I'm out here vlogging again. So today I'm going to discuss about reasons why most Filipinos are leaving the island Republic of Palau. But before I'm going to discuss about this topic, I just want you to know guys, this is basically based on my experience and some information that I gathered from most of my Filipino friends here in the island. Okay, so first reason that I think why most Filipinos are leaving the island Republic of Palau is high expectation. Most Filipinos from the Philippines, when they come and work abroad, and especially when they know the currency is in US dollar, they expect that you get paid like most of the Western countries, especially the US. So here in the island, we have the basic per hour. You get paid per hour or you get paid monthly. So it depends on your employer. So I have that video and I'm going to link it below so you can check it out about this topic. So high expectation. So when they come here, they don't get a lot of information about living here in the Republic because of course it's your first time to come here to work as a Filipino worker. So high expectation is good as well, but don't expect too much or don't aim really high because you're a first timer to come here in Palau. So once you hit your goals really up high and then you cannot achieve the expectation that you have, suddenly your energy of working here in the Republic will be like it's coming down. So you really have to just slowly make things day by day, and you have to prepare yourself not to expect too much, because this island is not as big as the Philippines. So you have to adjust yourself and set your goals just in the middle, so you don't really have to get disappointed when you cannot achieve the high expectation that you have in your head. There are 3 factors that I'm going to share with you guys with high expectation that most Filipinos are expecting before coming here in Palau. So most workers that they come here in Palau, they are expecting that their employer were going to provide them a place to live, or they can get right away like an apartment or a boarding house that we call it, with your own toilet inside your bedroom, like a studio type kind of thing. So you are lucky if your employer were going to provide you a housing, because housing here in Republic of Palau, it's a little bit expensive, especially if you want to have like your own bedroom and your own toilet and your own kitchen. Those places are very hard to find here in a lower price. Yes, we have some places like that here in Republic of Palau, but it's usually cost a little bit higher. Maybe the last time when I went around and I'm looking for a place where you can stay for rent, like a studio apartment, it usually cost around $450 to $500, and that's a very good one already. But when you're working, don't expect too much that when you come here you're gonna have a beautiful place to live right away. You have to work for it, you know. So here there are some barracks where there's a Filipino community, or one family is renting a house, like that house is 4 bedrooms or 5 bedrooms, but expect that you cannot have your own bathroom. So it's gonna be like sharing. And there are also some new apartments here in the Republic that they are renting, and it's quite new, it's decent, it's clean, but it's sharing the toilet and the kitchen. It will cost like $150, not included with the power, and the water is free but the power is not, so you have to work for it if you're using your own AC or you have all the gadgets or appliances in your room. So you will be the one to pay for the electricity. So when you come here, don't expect too much. You really have to start from scratch, you know. Start like a student that we have back in the Philippines, like in a boarding house. That's how I compare it in the Philippines. When you stay here in a barracks, it's like a boarding house. So it's common toilet and common kitchen. The cheapest barracks that you can get here is like when you're staying to most of your friends or some group of Filipinos in one house, and it's all common. The kitchen and the toilet is common. So don't expect too much when you come here that you can have your own fancy house right away, unless you have a lot of money from the Philippines when you come here and you pay for your own accommodation for a while. But why come to work in a foreign country if you already have a lot of money in the Philippines? You just stay in the Philippines and maybe find a business over there. So expectation and the living condition, the income, and also the food here in Republic of Palau, it's a little bit expensive compared to most places. Like, of course, it's more expensive here because we're using US dollar, and back in the Philippines we're using peso. And because this is a small island, so when you're buying some stuff, it's almost like double or triple the plus compared to the provinces that we came from in the Philippines. And here in Palau, like, I'm going to make an example, like soda. A can of soda is $1.35. That's inclusive the tax. So it's a little bit expensive compared to the Philippines. So the food here, I find it a little bit higher to most places where I came from and work as an OFW, maybe because the reason why this is an island, and everything is imported here in the island. So it's more higher compared to some places that you worked before as an OFW. So don't expect too much. So there are some people that they expect too much, and when their high expectation is not met, then they started to get homesick. And when they get homesick and they're feeling sorry for themselves, I wish I didn't come and work over here, and I miss my family, like that. But the reasons why you want to come to Palau to work is because you want to provide something for yourself and maybe provide for your family. It depends of what reason why you really went to Palau to find a job or find a work. So you have to control the thought of having a high expectation when you first come to Palau. And that's one reason why most Filipinos, they're leaving Palau after a month or two, because they have too much high expectation that they cannot meet, and then they get discouraged and they decide to go and fly away. I spotted this one. I want to take it out from the water, but how I'm gonna do it? Oh yeah? Oh no, it's too far now. Too late. The current is really strong. I don't like to see plastic floating around in the water. Okay. So another reasons why most Filipinos left the island Republic of Palau is because of job description. So maybe you were thinking like, why job description? Okay, I will explain it like this. During the pandemic, as we know, Palau is relying in tourism industry, and there's a lot of hotels, restaurant, tour company, and other businesses that they have to temporarily close it for a while. So there's a huge cut of workers, and there's a lot of people who get laid off, or they were given a choice from the company which they're working. It's either they have to go back in the Philippines, or they can stay and they can find a new job. So before I'm going to further explain it, during the pandemic, it was really hard here in the island. Like, everybody's looking for a job, and you cannot find like an easy way to work, or whatever part-time you can do, you just grab it because you really need some money to sustain yourself while staying here in the Republic. You can stay in Palau that time during the pandemic, and the government is full blast helping the people here in the island, which is really good. So meron kaming ayuda dito. So the government here in Republic of Palau, they are so good in helping the foreigners and the locals and the Filipinos who haven't find a job. And there are some places that you can actually go and work for a while. Like, I know somebody, she was working in the hotel, and during the pandemic the hotel closed, so she have to find another job, and the government is offering to those people who want to stay and have a work. So I'm talking to my fellow Filipinos that when we were working, when everybody's having a hard time, we really have to sacrifice as well. We just don't just surrender, fight lang. So there's a lot of people who left Palau because of that. The job description doesn't suit them anymore, or from the Philippines, when they come here, their job description is different. So it's really up to you of how you're going to handle things, And job description is also a main factor why they left the island, because after the pandemic and now it started to open, but they couldn't go back to the job description that they had before when they first entered Palau. So they decided they just leave Palau. So That's one of the reasons why most Filipinos are leaving the island as well. Not only Filipinos, there are also some foreigners that they leave Palau because of job description. Am I talking too much? So another reasons why most Filipinos are leaving the island because of misinformation. Misinformation regarding migrating here in the island, regarding having a family, extended family members here in the island, and also the seniors that are staying here in the island. So there's a lot of things happening after the pandemic here in the Republic of Palau. And as you've noticed, if you're watching on my blog and you're reading the comments section on my channel, there's a lot of different people from different country making a comment, asking me some information about migrating here. And I always answer them, and I always ask them to send me an email. So I receive a lot of emails about migrating here in Palau. So it's much better if you Google and then look for palaugov.com, and you can see a lot of information about migration here in the Republic. But I'm going to explain this, that here in Republic of Palau, there's no such thing about having a Palauan passport if you are a foreigner. Okay? The only people that can have a Palauan passport here in the Republic is those people who have Palauan blood, like little Joseph. And also, it's not like Canada or most of the countries that if you're going to stay there for a long time and then you can apply for a Palauan passport. There's no such thing about having a immigration or landed immigrant status here in the Republic. So you can work here, you can be a tourist, you can be a worker, and you can have a residency. Like for example, if you have a sponsor, a local sponsor, and you're opening a business right here, so you can get your residency here, but you cannot have a Palauan passport and live here forever in the island. No, Palau is a very small country. If they're going to do that, then Palau will be crowded, and pristine water, blue water, the island paradise will be crowded. And thumbs up for that, because it's a very good way to preserve the island Republic of Palau. So misinformation is one factor why most Filipinos, they have to leave Palau. Another reasons why most Filipinos are leaving this beautiful island paradise, look at that. There's a lot of boat passing by, and that's why like sometimes I lost my thoughts. Now it's a little bit quiet because everybody's going to Rock Island and I don't see a lot of boat passing anymore. So another reason why most Filipinos are leaving the island, because they are unsuccessful. So how you define success? So defining success, it depends on you. Like for me, success is not really based on material things. I find it success is, you know, having a family, having a life, and, you know, achieving something that you are content about. For me, it's success already. But there are some people that they define success depending on their profession or the way of living. And I find it a lot of Filipinos, they leave Palau because they are unsuccessful here, especially with the business. There are some Filipinos, they have a business here in the island, and because of the pandemic and because of the tourism industry went down, so they have to leave Palau. And you know, having a business here in Palau, and because the island really relies in tourism, so if you're Filipino and you have a business here in Palau, you really have to put a long rope, a rope that will stretch your budget in business, so that if tourism is not doing well, at least you have a budget to stretch. you have a budget to sustain the expenses that you have in your business. And recently, a lot of Filipino businesses, they close or they cut some workers, and they just go and find a different job in a different country. And not only businesses, but also some Filipino workers here in Republic of Palau that they've been working here for a long time. Like me, I've been working here for a long time, but if you're going to ask me, do I have a lot of savings in the bank? No. But I'm okay. I'm happy with it. Not really happy, but it doesn't bother me at all. I've settled here. I have my family here. Later on, I'm going back in my country, and I have no worries. I have a home to come back. We have a place in the Philippines, our own. So I don't really call it unsuccessful, but when it comes to monetary, a lot of people from the Philippines, they come here in the Republic to work and to earn a lot of money for later on they want to go back. My case is different because I'm married here in the Republic and I'm staying here. My family is here. So it's not about, getting a lot of huge cash and bring it back home. So anyways, so they are unsuccessful in making their savings or improving the amount of their bank accounts, so they decided to go in a different country. So recently, there's a lot of Filipino community who went to the Big Apple and find a job over there, and they start from scratch, which is their choice as well, for their own good, for their family back home. So that's the reason why they have to leave. Working abroad, especially if you're single or if a new couple, young couples, when you go and work abroad together, you always aim for something that later on you have a big savings in your bank account. So here in Palau, it's very hard to do that overnight. I mean, you can do that, you can save on how you budget everything, but it's gonna take a long time before you can have load of cash in your account because everything here is expensive, and maybe it depends on how you put yourself, the way you live here in the Republic. Because I find a lot of Bangladesh people, when they come here in the Republic, when they go home, you really save a lot of money. So it depends on the person, on how you save, and be really stingy just to save up some money when you go back to your own country. So recently, there's a huge population of Filipinos who's working here, and they leave Palau to a different country like the Big Apple, or they went to Australia, or they went to Japan, or different country in UEA. Huge population of Filipinos that they live because they have the opportunity to go to a different country, so they tried and go to a different country. Mostly, and when I say unsuccessful, it's not about the personal life, but usually they're unsuccessful in making tons of money in the island. Yeah, it's hard to save money overnight here in the island because the way we get paid here, the wage here is not as much as the other country are offering, so they have the opportunity to go to some other countries. So that's the reason why they are leaving the Republic. So these are the reasons why most Filipinos are leaving the country of Republic of Palau, because of misinformation, job description, unsuccessful, high expectation. I think that's the reason why they are leaving the Republic. But we all have our ambitions and purpose in life and goals that we want to pursue. So I don't blame them why they left Palau. And also, we really have to be thankful as a Filipino worker that, we have an experience coming here in the island. We start here in the island and the doors opened up for us to go to some other countries. So always look back where you came from and be thankful, because everything have God's purpose. So I hope you guys enjoy my video for today, and please don't leave without a thumbs up, and please check my join button. It's already open, and I also have some stickers. So thank you guys for watching, and have a good day everyone, and I wish everyone a success in life, and bye.